So I have a really fun little beginner's tutorial for you guys today. We're going to be looking at how you can actually switch between cameras in the timeline here, so automatically. So that is to say, if there was a specific camera view, as you hit the animation play button, you're going to see that it'll automatically switch to cameras based on where you place these camera markers. And this is really easy to do. I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. And this is going to be fantastic if you want to do sort of like larger animations where you want switching of camera shots, but you don't want to do it manually every time. You just want it to happen automatically as you render out all your frames, and then later you can, do the nice transitions and stuff if you want to in like After Effects. But this is how you switch cameras. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so I've got a little scene here that I'm demonstrating with. I've got a little robot model of mine. Now you can use any object you want, default cube, you name it, doesn't really matter. The focus here is learning the cameras. So here I've just got my camera that is in my scene. I'm working with one camera. This is how most people work. Now, if I go to my keyboard and I press 0, you can see it goes into the camera like this. And now, here's the first thing I'm going to cover. Let's say you go ahead and you take your camera and you go Shift D to duplicate, you move it over, and you rotate this camera here, right? If you now press 0 again, even with that camera selected, it still goes into the original camera, right? So what you need to do before pressing 0, you need to actually select the camera that you want to view in, and then you can press Control 0 or Command 0, and now it'll go into that camera as the active camera. So now every time I press 0, it'll still go back into that camera. Now keep in mind, if you want to see just visually which camera is active, you'll actually notice that this triangle up here is actually solid and this one over here isn't. And that's how you're going to know which one is the activated camera, so to speak. So what I can do, again, I could take this camera here, I can go Shift D, duplicate, I can move it up here. And by the way, where you move the camera is completely up to you. But let's just demonstrate this with 3 cameras. I'm going to place a camera here. Once again, just pressing 0 won't take me into that camera. I have to make sure it's active and then press Control 0 or Command 0. And that'll take me into that camera now. It's the active camera. So that's super important to keep that in mind, because obviously if you're moving cameras around in different shots, you need to be able to view those cameras. So let's now think about our animation. And what I want to do is I want, as the timeline is playing down here, so you're probably aware of the timeline. If we press 0, we run through the timeline. I want the camera to start. So let's start maybe at frame 1. And let's say we want this camera here at the front to be the camera. So what you'll do, you'll select that camera. And for now, I'm just going to press Control 0 just so I can go into the camera. I'm going to make sure the camera is where I want it. So I'm going to press 0. Now, obviously, you can always still change the camera later, even after doing this. But let's say I want to start with this camera here. I'm going to come to frame 1. And with that camera active, and this is really important, you can see that this camera is selected, right? You're going to go to wherever you want it to be held. And I'm going to come here to frame 1. And I'm going to go ahead on the timeline here. It's very important to do it on the timeline. I'm going to press M. That's going to add this marker. Now this marker is only added. It hasn't actually locked the camera in. So to have this marker be part of the camera, while you're on that marker, and it's very important that you write on top of that marker, you're going to hit, while you're over the timeline, Control B or Command B. And now you can see that camera has its name pop up here. So now we know that that camera is locked in here. Okay, the cool thing is I can now drag this camera marker. I can drag it anywhere. So I can drag it to frame 24 if I wanted to. Doesn't matter. I can now come up to maybe frame 48 where I want it to change. And let's grab the next camera. I'm going to grab this camera here. I'll just go Control 0. And by the way, you don't have to hit Control 0 to actually view the camera to make this work, but I just like to do that. So I'm going to hit Control 0 to go into this camera. And in frame 45, I can see this is kind of where I want to see the shot from. So what I'm going to do, once again, with that camera active, super important that that camera is active. I'm going to come to frame 48 over here, press M to create a marker. And then while we're still on top of that marker, Control B or Command B. And now you can see that camera's name pops up. So camera and then camera.001. It's the duplication order. Now you could do this in each order you want. You could have made this camera first and that camera. It doesn't really matter. So now let's maybe say at frame 32, we want to go here. So I'm going to grab this camera up here. I'm going to go Control 0. Let's have a look at that. That's a nice shot. I might like that. So I'm going to go to frame 72. So at frame 72 here, I'm going to go ahead, press M again, and then Control B to lock in that marker. And now I can see camera.002. So if I go to the timeline here, I can see this is what I'm going to have. I have my animation here. It switches over and then switches over again. And just like that, I now have animated my camera switching shot. Now, obviously this doesn't look too fantastic because There's no movement of the cameras. It's a pretty boring shot, but it's more just to teach you the idea as a beginner. How do you actually switch between cameras? And when you render this out now, it'll automatically do it because the cameras are automatically switching. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.